try that, shouldn't
No, I'm not a violent man. You know?
This is very weird. I want to say. So we're going to record Arcade Couch between the cushions, right?
Yep.
Firstly, this is what you're listening to now. I'd suggest watching the video version because we're actually doing a video podcast in the wild, which is the first.
Yeah. No cushions.
No cushions. Actually,
there's like a little bit of padding.
There's a little bit of padding, to be fair. So we're recording this in the wild. We usually record this, of course, prior to Arcade Couch, but we did just record Arcade Couch at the audio-technica booth.
Yeah, great booth.
Great
super
booth.
Nice.
Super nice. It's always super nice.
We didn't have much time to address it, but easily the best booth. I mean, in comparison to last year's where we're just sitting in the middle of the crowd, not even like the microphones, they did have the headset microphones. So the whole full bloom arms, nice table, the headphone holder.
Yeah, they get better every year.
Yeah.
They get better and better.
Yeah.
So that was very good. But of course it is, and I think I did mention this, it is an Arcade Couch between the cushions week, so we have to record this podcast. Now,
unfortunate.
You've saved at least one story. I can't remember what I asked you before now though. What did I ask you? And you were like, oh, well,
you're going out drinking with Buddy.
Oh, no, something about that bar. You're right.
So yes, me and Buddy, it's been a long night. We hanged out with the Well Play Boys. Angel.
You love them now.
Chantel. She's great. All of them are great. Fantastic. Really nice.
You love them more than me.
Snuck me into the Play On event at the last minute. They weren't serving any drinks. I didn't get any free drinks, but you know, it's okay because I was invited. But yeah, we went out.
How would they tell?
I don't know. I think anybody could have walked into that room. Okay. Really. I didn't see any bouncer or anything. Okay. So, I hope this doesn't like ruin our relationship with Play On or Zach's relationship with Play On, but they're not going to listen to this. Which is why I say it in every podcast. Yeah, so we have dinner, have German beers, big stein. So Buddy got us, me, James Woods, and himself, liter steins of some sort of alcohol. German beer. So that was a lot. And then like, Buddy's, every time he comes to Melbourne, he wants to go to this fancy bar, cocktail bar. So we trek our way across. So we take a tram. We're not really paying attention, so we miss our stop. We have to walk. Back. It is windy as anything last night. First time it's been super windy since we've been here in Melbourne. It's pretty cold here in Melbourne during the day. Outside in the convention centre.
Generic statement.
Yeah. Oh well, in general.
In Melbourne.
I'm from Brisbane. So, okay. Buddy was not wearing a jumper when he left for the convention. He did manage to win a jumper, which came in very handy.
Did he wear it?
He did wear it.
He won a Just Dance.
Just Dance jumper.
It was a jumper, so there you go.
So
nice, that worked out well for him.
It worked out well. So we end up at this cocktail bar. We finally get seated. They're going to close at 1 o'clock. We get there at like 12.
I'll just point something out quickly.
Yes.
Never realised your glasses are Timberlands.
Yeah.
Because I'm not usually looking at you.
Look at the side. It's all front on.
Yeah. I never see the front of your glasses. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact Friday.
Yeah. So we get into this very nice fancy bar. Alcohol all out behind it. Super like very very classy. It's got best bar awards all over the place.
You felt out of place.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, admittedly, Buddy
had a Just Dance shirt on.
Buddy had a Just Dance shirt on and shorts. Yeah. So he was a little concerned we wouldn't get in, but we did get in. He did get pissed off at some guy who came in behind us and was like, looked over our shoulder to look inside. He's like, oh, this guy doesn't think we should be here. We're very polite, but so we get seated at like a stool table, So I put my foot on like the footrest. Mm-hmm. Snaps.
I break all the games at PAX.
While the waitress was right next to us. So that was good first impression. In there 5 minutes.
What'd she say?
Breaking the place up. She was laughing. She thought it was hysterical.
How'd you feel?
Terrible. this fancy bar. Just
Cherie just looked at you terribly, so
Yeah. It's off camera. She's lost her voice. She can't be on the podcast or say anything.
But she was laughing.
She was. It was hurting her throat having to laugh at that. Yeah. What about you? What have you been doing? What outside of the video games at PAX have you been excited?
Well, I've been at everything outside that you have, and then I just haven't been there. So that's.
Well, you know, we were at the Co-op Drinks. We saw lots of people there.
Yeah, we had the Co-op Drinks night. That was fun.
The one that Paul James and Kat Benstead organised, but didn't book for.
Yeah, I gotta say, if you're gonna organise an event, probably book.
Book, yeah.
Probably not just YOLO it. Just saying.
Just assume that tables...
It worked out all right, but
you know,
there's my booking advice for that one. So that was kind of fun, but yeah, this is the thing I feel, and this is like between the cushions, right?
This is between
so we're
the
getting
cushions.
Between the cushions. The reason I remember the reason Co-op Drinks was stopped originally was because there was a whole thing, like a conversation about there being too much of a heavy reliance on alcohol and drinking at these events for people to socialise.
I think the thing that stopped Co-op Drinks was COVID, but yes.
No, because the guy who used to organise it said it wasn't going to happen. So the year that PAX was supposed to be back, was that like 2019? No, 2020. Right?
Yeah.
2020 was supposed to be the next PAX. The Co-op Drinks weren't happening, or at least they weren't being organised by the person who usually organises them.
Yeah.
Because of a combination of conversations that were happening at the point about alcohol being too prevalent in social gathering events at PAX and other similar events, and it was around the same time that a lot of stories about sexual assault and that sort of stuff was happening. So that's the reason that Co-op Drinks wasn't happening. And I mean, there is a relevance.
And of course, Paul James is the one to come here back.
I don't want to say...
He's desperate to have this back.
Like, there's definitely...
Do you want to draw
No. The sexual assault stuff or whatever, that's sort of separate to the
alcohol. The Paul James? Yeah.
No. Well, yes, to the Paul James, but also to the excess drinking for social gatherings, which I definitely feel is still a relevant and prevalent conversation that can be had. Because every single event is... Did you hear about any game publisher or event holding a party where
alcohol wasn't served?
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
But we weren't invited to any, so.
I don't ask either, to be fair.
Yeah. What, you're supposed to email each and every single developer? Hey, have you got a party that we can be invited to?
No, but I feel like if we really wanted to go to like play on scene, I would have just, if we were like, I want to go to that, I would have just emailed.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't say 100% sure.
But how are you supposed to email when you don't know about it?
No, that's true. That's a good point. Well, you just know that once you're in, it's one of those things where I feel like once you're in...
I feel like when you're in, you're invited.
True. That's a good point. We're terrible. We've known once. Why are you looking at us like that?
Because you're weird.
Just be quiet off camera. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know. PAX has been.
How was your...
We've covered most of everything. I don't really feel like there's anything. It's just been weird.
Around people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just some weird people watching.
Some weird people. Like, currently or?
The whole time.
The whole time. It was sort of fun doing the thing. Do you want to tell the story? There was a weird guy at the audio-technica.
So we're recording the audio-technica podcast, which you can find on a couch at explosion.com. Probably right now.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's probably.
I would assume you probably listened to it.
I don't know. It might be up after this. I don't know. Depends.
You probably listened to that podcast in general. So we're recording at the audio-technica booth.
Oh, should.
We're halfway through, and there's a glass door or window. That's probably more accurate.
Probably plastic, but
I want to believe it's glass. For people to look through, and this guy he's got gaming in red text.
Oh, you're telling me this part?
No. Gaming in red text and then in black text never dies. Either tattooed or stamped or textures onto his head.
It's a very weird thing.
Onto his forehead.
It's very weird thing to do.
It is.
He's a gamer gator.
Potentially. And he just started staring at us through the window.
Well,
he made eye contact with Kieran and he just kept staring, moving his eyes as if Kieran was like a painting with the eyes.
Yeah. That's weird, because people looked, I saw people look, but that's fine. Like,
a little wave.
Or they stop and they're like, what's going on here? That's fine.
Like,
it's a bit weird to follow.
Those great podcasters.
Yeah, that's a bit weird to have, to be following someone's eyes, I guess.
Yes.
That's the weird part.
It's weird to have that scrolled on your head.
Yeah, it's very weird to draw on your head in general.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. Do you remember, remember years, so I feel like I was trying to say, like, do you remember what you felt when last time was even here? Like, it's so weird to think. I was trying to think because I feel like we finished the last PAX and we was like really happy with some content. And then other stuff, I was like, oh, we'll change this and all that sort of stuff. And I honestly feel like, to a degree, because of the because of the time it's been, whatever we discussed and planned, almost all of that forgot and didn't even care about. And it was more like, let's just come here. Let's just
pretty much. All plans, all advice that we've gotten from any third party, out the window. We just wing it. Last PAX we had like a meeting beforehand, talking about all the different things we want to do, how we're going to tackle everything. This time, we just swung it. So, and we still got great content out there. So, what does that tell you?
Videos look great, sound great.
Doing
no
solid
sound
numbers.
issues, no video issues.
Yeah.
All great.
Yeah. I think we're really good at this.
I feel like the problem is, here's the problem. Again, between the cushions, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's the point of the
We can
podcast.
go deep.
We can get deep.
In the weeds.
In the bushes. We don't
the crack.
diving in. The thing is swimming in. The thing is that we don't do enough this. So where we like procedurally get better at the podcasting part,
yes.
I guess, which we do a million
We
of a
do
week.
pretty phenomenally, yes.
Yeah, phenomenally. 10 out of 10. Love it. Double thumbs up.
No issues that.
No issues at all. But this stuff, videos, we only do once a year.
Once a year. Well, 3 times a year, but once. One event. 3 days a year. We do it 3 days a year.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know if you're going to other conventions, but I mean, as far as I was
Not with your
concerned,
camera and sound equipment. So.
I was like, that's true. That's very cool. Here's my question. This, since you brought it up, why don't you ever just don't want to?
No, but I don't know what I'd say and like do, It's much easier to do this stuff with you guys where I'm super comfortable and like.
Just write something.
Just what?
You just write something.
About
This is-
what?
What I'm saying is Ash goes to, like, so if you go to like Brisbane Comic Con,
Yeah.
you just go.
Yeah, because it's not like an event. It's a shopping event, really.
It's like guests.
Yeah, but they're doing the softball Q&As,
You could ask some hard-hitting questions,
Maybe, I don't know who the guests would be, They usually screen the questions before they get asked, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
They
pretty-
wouldn't let any hard-hitting questions in,
That's pretty normal,
You know?
right?
yeah.
You just got to word it right until you get it.
It's like
pseudo
hard to
hard.
pull an exclusive from a Supernova Q&A, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, depends.
Yeah. So yeah, we only do this 3 times a year, 3 days a year.
And then my follow-up would be, you don't do it for film festivals either. Since we're diving in.
Wow, this feels like a personal attack.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So why don't you do it for the film festivals either?
I haven't gone to the film festival yet.
But previously,
I'm not going to film anything.
No, but previously when I'm like, why don't we just apply for a mini pass?
Oh, I just feel, I don't think I'm big enough, It's serious imposter syndrome, There's limited tickets that I prefer them to sell the tickets, They need the money to keep the film festival going.
I think that's the thing. No,
Yeah.
I don't know how to end this podcast when we...
Was there anybody you were very happy to meet?
Cherie Henriques, Asher Hobley, Kira Marchant.
Okay, outside of Explosion Network and Buddy.
But fuck.
This, I'm going to find a way to clip out and put it
Drew
somewhere.
from the House of Mario.
I mean, yeah, commitment.
Big hero of mine. Drove all the way here. Huge fan.
Yeah, podcasted the entire way, I believe.
Yeah, you just recorded a 24-hour podcast.
It was an
Housecast.
8-hour drive, but
Yeah. There you go. Who's
Okay.
you happy to meet? You're going to say something from well played, aren't you? Do you want to move? Do you want to fucking... you trying to draw application?
I don't know if Zach.
They don't do enough podcasts over
Yeah,
there.
they don't.
You would not be...
I'd get bored very quickly. It's like video games all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who you going to say?
I'd say Zach. He was pretty cool.
Yeah,
mate.
so yeah.
Just getting his good graces. Maybe he can handball some of those codes over to us.
This is bullshit. Fucking, after I said that, of course I knew he was going to say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how else we... I mean, we caught up with a bunch of people that we
Met
never
before.
met before.
I hadn't seen for years.
Yeah. I constantly saw Charlie from Checkpoint, but we'd be crossing paths and like not have a moment. She'd be on her way to something, or I'd be on her way to something. We just passed like ships of the night. It's quite amusing.
We waved yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you see it today? Okay, I didn't see it today.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Charlie.
There's one more story we need to talk about.
Yeah, what's the story?
Cherie Henriques.
Oh yeah, motherfucker. This guy.
This guy. Great guy.
Great guy. She.
We're constantly spotting him.
She's the same, I mean, sorry.
Yes. We're constantly spotting him. We're hoping, to find the right moment to get him to come get a video.
Yeah, I want a video of him. I wanted a video of him saying every trophy counts.
But the moment never rose.
No, it was close, but I don't think I could.
We saw him, we were playing Gumbrella at the Devolver booth.
Yeah, in the media hour.
Yeah. I saw him pass. I went like a dog. Hey! He's like, turned, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Yeah. Then he came and talked to, I guess, the head of Devolver. I believe the head of Devolver was here.
One of the co-founders was
yeah.
here, yes.
I think Adam from Well Played said he had an interview.
Yeah.
So, so Yoshida was talking to him while you're playing Gumbrella.
Yeah.
He takes an infamous photo of us.
Yeah, all over Twitter. We're famous.
You, me, and Cherie.
Cherie's hidden, but...
Yeah, there's a TV in the way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then, when did we see him next?
When did you see him next?
I feel
like you saw him before I saw him.
I think it might have been at the Co-op Drinks. We were very late.
Yeah,
He just walking past the restaurant.
Yep.
I just went, that's Cherie.
Yep, that's Cherie. And then we saw him on the street,
Actually,
right?
we saw him at walking around when we were at another demo.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, because I thought it was 4 times.
There was 4 times, yeah.
4 times.
Yeah,
So-
and then you saw him.
Yeah.
You spotted him on Saturday.
Yeah, I spotted him on Saturday, yelled out, realised he had headphones, he had earbuds in.
Yeah.
Then he crossed the road, he was literally
Heading for
about
the
this
train.
far.
Yeah, we were literally standing
We were
behind him.
literally right next to him. But the problem was,
He's got headphones.
he's got headphones in. So now I can do the awkward thing where, he punches me, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. What if that had happened? And he'd be
Yeah.
like, what the hell, man?
yeah. What if you just,
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself.
I'm banning you from all PlayStation properties.
Yeah, what if he deletes my PlayStation account, lose all my trophies because I tapped Cherie on the shoulder? It's not worth it. Not worth it.
Not worth the risk.
Do you know how long I've worked for those trophies? It's not worth the risk at all. So yeah, I had to let Shu go for that.
Yeah.
For that time. If he hadn't had the buds in, I feel like I could have gone. You should have done.
Sorry,
Like,
yeah.
Buddy
I know you were
did.
trying to catch a tram
I know
to
you're
go
trying to catch a
somewhere.
tram, but just quickly.
Could you
Every
please-
trophy counts. Could you
See, in my mind, I would have loved to have found him somewhere while you're away and been able to record a video with him and like debut it on the podcast.
That would have been great.
And then
Have you
it's
done
like, no, fuck. I mean, in my mind, it would have been hilarious if I'm like, hey, I'm here with Cherie Yoshida, and he's got a message for everybody, and he says, it's for the players.
Fucking hell.
And then I had the other one,
okay,
that I was managed to get him to also do.
I too wish you had done this.
That would have been hilarious.
Would have been hilarious.
But,
Would have been quite funny.
Cherie was avoiding us, starstruck.
It's true. It's a good point. I'm going to sleep well, though. The closest we got, I don't feel like I made the wrong decision. That's how I feel.
And, this story will get out of us talking about how we respected his privacy.
Yeah, respect his privacy.
Good things will happen.
And personal space. Because I would have had to either jump in front of the road for him seeing me or touch him.
Yeah.
Either risking life, getting hit by a car, or touching
Terrible
him, breaking his,
situation, without consent,
personal privacy. Yeah. So...
Yeah, so hopefully, good karma will come because we did good things.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping he comes back home. He went to Sydney, so maybe he'll fly down to Launceston. This is about as
For a
much
holiday?
chance.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him.
Maybe it's just
this
like...
is the amount of random situations we saw him in this weekend.
Maybe, yeah. I come back home, I'm at work.
He's like, I need to buy a printer.
He just pops in, he's like, hey, I'm just on a holiday.
I need to print something.
I need to print something. It's crazy. I need some paper. I sell him on Telstra contracts. 3 year extra warranty.
You give him a discount if he says every trophy counts.
I give him a discount if he says every trophy counts. Video while he does.
Yeah.
We'd love that.
It's still possible.
It's still
We can
possible.
dream.
Yeah, I can dream. It's fine. Or if he comes down to Brisbane next.
Yeah. maybe. Brisbane Airport on the way, stop there, then on to Japan.
In his newspaper. He comes into your work.
Or more likely, I run into the airport.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm like, hey, do you need a lift to your hotel? Say it.
Here's my last conversation for today.
Yeah, okay.
Let me just wrap up show this. Now, when we've been recording these videos throughout the last 3 days, we've come out to like a kind of secluded area.
Yeah.
And it's fine that if there's other people here, it's fine. Deal with it.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? These people just come up before. They go down past us to take some photos. It's fine. I feel like if I was like, but if I saw them like taking the photos, I would have like walked behind them, because they're taking photos, you walk behind them. I feel like the fact that they walked past us and we're aware we're recording a video, they should have just shut the fuck up between about there and there. You know what I mean?
Maybe people don't understand how microphones work though.
No,
they assume the range of the microphone is this far,
it might be fine.
The bubble is here.
I'm not so much worried about the audio. Like the audio is what it is. It's fine. But I was just like, just
breaking up the conversation.
Just shut the fuck up for a second. Just shut the fuck up. There's my. I saw Cherie's face on the floor there. She was like, "These fucking motherfuckers."
Yeah. Oh wow. She's like doing the death signal and like. It's really rough. I don't think it was that necessary.
I don't know how to end the podcast, so let's just end it like this. You got it.
We're going to record Arcade Couch.
We're going to not record Arcade Couch.